From the pages of a lost Chinese classic, a bizarre voyage across a world of wonders. This is the Vermilion Quill's Chronicle of Flowers in the Mirror. After the land of endless toil, Tang Ao, Lin Zhi-Yang, and Duo Jiu-Gong arrived at a place where the very scale of the world seemed to dwarf their very sense of existence. The Tall Kingdom. The sheer scale of this world rendered them minuscule, reducing the travelers to ants in a land of titans. Every footstep was an earthquake, every shadow a solar eclipse. They soon discovered that they were not the only small ones in this land. An entire class of people lived solely to serve the giants, their lives spent attending to tasks of a colossal scale. For the giants, their existence was effortless and grand. A simple breath, a casual sneeze, was merely a gesture devoid of consequence, utterly meaningless to their massive lives. But for those living below, that single breath was a devastating typhoon, a flash flood. It was a haunting reminder of their own profound and inescapable fragility. Tang Ao suddenly understood. The greatest danger here was not malice, but the unexamined existence of the powerful. An act without intent can be as devastating as an act of war. At the border, they witnessed a ceremony of tribute. The neighboring kingdom offered its finest silks, a delicate symbol of deference, intended to secure a fragile and uneasy peace. But the Tall Kingdom replied not with treasure, but with a gift of progress, a great sluice gate to improve their traditional agriculture. At the announcement of this so-called benevolence, the emissaries' faces turned pale, their expressions frozen in silent horror.
This kindness is costly indeed, paid for with lives.
Lin Zhi-Yang scoffed.
To the giant, this is a display of power, a gift.
Murmured Duo Jiu-Gong.
But for the small, it is a blow that will shatter the foundations of their very ecosystem.
Impulsive and righteous, Lin Zhi-Yang prepared to meet injustice with steel. But the old man knew that a sword, no matter how sharp, was no match for a mountain. Unable to bear the silent injustice any longer, Tang Ao stepped forward. He challenged the official, asking by what right one nation could so carelessly impose its will upon another. The official smiled, a gesture devoid of warmth.
We are helping them progress,
he explained.
Their ways are inefficient. Our project will bring a new order to this land. How is this not a kindness?
While they debated philosophy, the tools of power were already at work. The giant's construction began without ceremony, an unthinking display of overwhelming force. The debate was ended not by words, but by water. The official, satisfied with his work, turned away, leaving the travelers to stare at the ruins of a world, destroyed by a gift it never asked for. Their destructive work done, the giants departed without a backward glance, leaving behind a silence, broken only by the weeping of those left behind among the ruins. As the ship pulled away, a heavy silence filled the cabin. They had witnessed how easily a world could be undone, not by malice, but by sheer indifference. In a world where might erases right, what is the meaning of justice? And who dares to define the right of the small to simply exist? The chronicler's note: power is a matter of perspective. To the giant, a stride is a step. To the ant, an earthquake. To the powerful, a casual decision is progress. To the small, it is ruin. True strength is not the ability to impose will, but the wisdom to understand the weight of one's own shadow. The timeless question remains: does great power grant the right to rule or impose a greater duty to protect?